Greetings, citizens of the world. Obama has had an extremely difficult time relinquishing the power he was held as President of the United States, as he now spends his time obsessing with ways to take President Trump out with his shadow government. As Obama's antics continue to rage on, now we're learning that Obama's malicious plans to destroy the next president began before Trump was even sworn in as the 45th President of the United States. Despite Obama's promise to support the incoming president, Obama's actions have told a completely different story. Back in July, Obama violated federal law by secretly meeting with South Korean President Moon to discuss dealing with Trump. Meeting with foreign diplomats as civilian is a serious violation of the Logan Act, and can carry an up to 20-year prison sentence. After breaking federal law to subvert a sitting president, Obama has only grown more brazen in his efforts to destroy Trump. Shortly after announcing that he'd be making his political comeback this fall, we're now learning about the outlandish list of instructions that Obama left in the Oval Office for Trump, where he detailed ways that Trump should conduct himself as president. While it's customary for the outgoing president to write a letter to his predecessor, it's not meant to be a civics lesson or policy advice for the incoming president like Obama's letter was. It's absolutely ridiculous that Obama, who wiped his backside with the Constitution for the past 8 years, is seriously going to lecture Trump about what's acceptable behavior for a sitting president. Shortly after Obama's letter surfaced a few days ago, pissed-off Americans took to Twitter to publicly call Obama out on his ridiculous ongoing attempts to still act like he's the President of the United States. The usurper who trampled upon the Constitution, spied upon millions, trying to lecture an opponent who exposed him as such, one person tweeted. George W. Bush wrote a nice, short, and personal warm letter where he doesn't give any advice whatsoever on what to do as far as policy is concerned, Freedom Daily's Al Weisman stated. But Barry just can't seem to control himself. He just had to go into political issues and suggest that President Trump is an elitist rich guy who has no idea what being a normal person is like. Obama's letter read. Dear Mr. President Congratulations on a remarkable run. Millions have placed their hopes in you, and all of us, regardless of party, should hope for expanded prosperity and security during your tenure. This is a unique office, without a clear blueprint for success, so I don't know that any advice from me will be particularly helpful. Still, let me offer a few reflections from the past 8 years. First, we've both been blessed, in different ways, with great good fortune. Not everyone is so lucky. It's up to us to do everything we can, to build more ladders of success for every child and family that's willing to work hard. Second, American leadership in this world really is indispensable. It's up to us, through action and example, to sustain the international order that's expanded steadily since the end of the Cold War, and upon which our own wealth and safety depend. Third, we are just temporary occupants of this office. That makes us guardians of those democratic institutions and traditions, like rule of law, separation of powers, equal protection and civil liberties, that our forebears fought and bled for. Regardless of the push and pull of daily politics, it's up to us to leave those instruments of our democracy at least as strong as we found them. And finally, take time, in the rush of events and responsibilities, for friends and family. They'll get you through the inevitable rough patches. And finally, take time, in the rush of events and responsibilities, for friends and family. They'll get you through the inevitable rough patches. Michelle and I wish you and Melania the very best as you embark on this great adventure, and know that we stand ready to help in any ways which we can. Good luck and Godspeed. Bo. It's absolutely sickening the lengths Obama is going to in order to keep himself in power. In addition to lecturing Trump on how to do his job in this ridiculous letter, Obama has been desperately trying to take over as president following the hurricane, pretending to care about the victims where he tweeted out, "Thank you to all the first responders and people helping each other out. That's what we do as Americans." Keep in mind this is the same clown who couldn't be bothered to cut his vacation at Martha's Vineyard short last August, when the entire state of Louisiana was underwater from the catastrophic floods that left 13 Louisianans dead and 40,000 homeless. While we hoped this treasonous man would drive off into the sunset on his golf cart, Obama isn't showing any signs of relinquishing his throne quite yet. And with his vow to make